It wasn't meant to end this way, not for Miles Russell, the top-ranked junior golfer in the AJA and the clear favorite at Streamsong Resort, and certainly not in favor of a kid ranked 6,004th. But on a warm Florida afternoon, everything changed. CharlieWoods, yes, the CharlieWoods delivered a performance that stunned the golf world. With a final round of 66, 8 birdies, and a total of 15 under par, he didn't just win the AJA Team TaylorMade Invitational, he made a statement. From the very first tee, there was a presence about him, not nerves, not flash, but quiet confidence that echoed the poise once seen in his legendary father. Charlie didn't just compete, he dominated. With 4 birdies in his first 5 holes, every shot calculated, every putt pure. As others crumbled under pressure, Charlie stayed composed and surged to the top. Miles Russell could only watch as his lead evaporated, not due to luck, but because of a performance that was precise, relentless, and impossible to ignore. When Charlie walked off the 18th green, the scoreboard told the story not just of a victory, but of total command. This wasn't just about beating one player. It was about breaking through the weight of expectation and carving out his own legacy. CharlieWoods has been in the spotlight since he first picked up a club, shadowed by his father's legendary name and legacy. But after this breakout performance, the question isn't if he has what it takes, it's what happens next. At just 16, under immense pressure and global scrutiny, Charlie delivered a round that felt historic. This could be the beginning of something far bigger. The golf world isn't just watching anymore, it's bracing. Cameras followed Charlie long before the scorecards did. Every swing analyzed, every gesture compared to Tiger. He was never just a junior golfer, he was Tiger Woods' son. The PNC Championship gave fans a glimpse of the deep bond between father and son, their steps and swings in perfect sync. But for Charlie, the goal was never to become the next Tiger, it was to become CharlieWoods. Until now, his Aja resume was modest 5 starts, only 1 top 25 finish. He was on the radar, but not shaking the system. And at Streamsong standing, in his way was Miles Russell, the most dominant force in junior golf, #1 in the rankings, a player used to leading, not chasing. All signs had pointed to another easy win for Miles Russell and just another learning experience for CharlieWoods. But then, something changed. This wasn't the same quiet, cautious Charlie who had been living under the weight of a famous name. This was a new version, sharper, calmer, more focused. His swing had matured, yes, but more importantly, so had his mindset. He wasn't intimidated by the spotlight anymore. He looked like he belonged in it. On a course designed to punish impatience and reckless play, Charlie played with surgical precision. He didn't overpower Streamsong, he outsmarted it. That final round wasn't just a win, it was a turning point, a transformation from potential to performance, from hype to headlines. And for the first time, the golf world isn't just talking about him because he's Tiger's son, they're talking about him despite it. This wasn't Tiger's legacy carrying Charlie. This was CharlieWoods forging his own path, beating the best on his own terms. It all began quietly, a smooth tee shot, a steady walk down the fairway. But then came the ignition, birdie after birdie, for in the first 5 holes. This wasn't a hot streak, it was a takeover. Reuters called it a frontline assault. Anyone watching knew this was no fluke. This was the real beginning. Everyone watching knew this was more than just numbers on a scorecard. It was the moment the entire tournament shifted. And it wasn't shifting toward the favorite. By the time CharlieWoods made the turn, the question wasn't whether he could keep up with the top-ranked players, it was whether anyone could catch him. Spoiler, they couldn't. NBC Sports had already labeled the AJGA Team TaylorMade Invitational as one of the strongest junior fields of the year, with the likes of No. 1 Miles Russell and No. 5 Luke Colton in attendance. But rankings meant nothing when someone was rewriting the story in real time. Charlie didn't just outlast these elite players, he outclassed them. Golf Digest predicts his ranking leap will be historic, and it's easy to see why. This wasn't a flash-in-the-pan moment or a surprise top 10 finish, it was a commanding 15 under total, a final round 66, and a 3-shot win over a field filled with future collegiate stars and pros. It wasn't close, and it wasn't expected, and exactly what made it so remarkable. What Charlie did at Streamsong wasn't about catching fire or riding momentum. It was about seizing control early and never letting go. While the rest of the field searched for rhythm, he was already in full swing. That final round didn't just win a tournament, it changed the conversation. CharlieWoods didn't just win a tournament, he changed how the entire golf world sees him. He didn't simply show up at Streamsong Black. He made sure no one could forget he was there. Known for punishing arrogance and demanding absolute precision, Streamsong Black isn't a course you attack, it's one you respect. And that's exactly what Charlie did. While others tried to overpower the course, Charlie dissected it like a strategist, treating every hole like a chess move. His approach wasn't flashy, it was flawless. He avoided unnecessary risks, skipped the hero shots, and trusted his game. He clubbed down off the tee when trouble lurked, aimed safe to tight pins, and made decisions with the wisdom of someone who looked like he'd played there for a decade. Not a 16-year-old, just beginning to carve his legacy. What set him apart wasn't just skill, it was maturity. And that's what turned this win into something more than a lucky hot round. According to the New York Post, even Tiger Woods acknowledged that Charlie is forging his own path, and it's a path built on more than just genetics. Charlie doesn't just play golf, he feels it. He crafts rounds, builds momentum without chasing it, and when the pressure builds, he stays calm and delivers. Meanwhile, even top-tier talents like Miles Russell, arguably the best in junior golf, could only watch as the tide turned. The course got in their heads. The pressure of the leaderboard got in their heads. But not Charlie Woods. He looked like he'd been there before, even if he hadn't. While others pressed and panicked, Charlie stayed poised and present. That's what made this performance truly special. It wasn't about brute strength or flashy speed. It was about intelligence, composure, and maturity well beyond his years. He didn't just beat one of the toughest fields in junior golf at Streamsong, he out-hored it. He walked into a lion's den and played like he owned it. And if this is what he's capable of at just 16, the rest of junior golf has just received a serious wake-up call. Now, everyone's asking the same thing. Is this a one-off miracle or the start of something generational? One thing is clear, this wasn't luck. It was years of preparation meeting the perfect opportunity, and the result was a seismic shift. In the junior golf landscape, Charlie Woods isn't just the son of a legend anymore. He's a name to watch, all on his own. His win wasn't a fluke. It was a calm, calculated, dominant performance that proved he doesn't just belong, he can lead. College recruiters are watching, sponsors are circling, and the AJA fields just got a lot more nervous. Could Charlie dominate the circuit from here? Easily. Could he earn invites to elite amateur events or even start eyeing pro qualifiers? It's not out of the question. After all, he just beat the top-ranked junior golfer in the country by 7 strokes. 7. That kind of performance doesn't just happen, it announces itself. Yes, it's early. The journey from prodigy to pro is long, and many have stumbled along the way. But what Charlie showed wasn't just raw talent, it was control, maturity, and patience. The kind of traits you can't teach. The kind that build careers, not just headlines. And now, the real story begins. Every tournament from here on out will bring more attention and pressure, but if Streamsong taught us anything, it's this. Charlie Woods isn't writing a name. He's building his own, and the foundation just got poured in dominant fashion.